Hi everybody and welcome to this final round playthrough in Expert Division for the Lakeside 9-hole cup. Replays and adjustments coming up for all 9 holes, and if there's a couple of close misses then I give you tweaks and suggestions of how to drop those shots as well. So plenty of stuff to work from, plenty of drops already. Please hit thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. And remember to leave me a comment, let me know how you get on in the final round here on the Lake Wabasca course. Good luck, plenty of great opportunities for drops. Here we go. Hole number 1, we're going to start with the rock and a power 3 ball. Rock level 8 in the video here, and I'm finding position with the bullseye in the middle of the fairway, and that is at the plus 7 yard mark. That will be plus 6 with rock level 9, plus 12 with rock level 7. Then we switch to APOC 4 and above. 5.8 topspin, 3 bars side spin to the right, and then we are going to adjust max plus 10. Pay attention to wind angle here. You might need to correct a little bit if you get more of a headwind angle. I do a very slight pull angle there just to gain me a little bit more distance, and we're going with plenty of curl to the right. Look at the tee. Centre line of the tee goes to the right edge of the triangle. Rewind the video if you want to check that again. Full overpower, slightly slower needle speed, and the ball catches the rough. The topspin takes us out nicely and the ball trickles onto the green. We're going to be putting for eagle on this par 4. Hole in 1 coming up now on the first par 3. We've had this wind angle before, so I had a shot all ready to go, just gave it a couple more tests. It's with a power 3 ball, kingmaker and quarterback. I would suggest you keep the wind below 8 miles per hour. 4.2 backspin, 1 bar side spin to the left, add spin. Then we find our position with the inner ring or the green ring touching a rough line, and the ball guide is short of cup and it aims just a fraction to the left of the pin. You can see there it's aiming left half of the cup. So add your spin first, find your position. Wind angle tweaks will be needed here, so judge the wind angle that you have compared to the video. The adjustment is mid plus 15. Mid plus 15, that is power 3 settings. This will drop with a wind 5 ball as well. I remember testing that the last time we had this wind angle in a tournament. But if you've got the high wind 3 range, I would suggest you go with a wind 4, just to give yourself a bit more of a chance. Perfect ball away, catches the rough beautifully, hits the pin and falls for a hole in 1. Hole number 3, I'm close on this one. Going to give you a tweak, which is on the notepad, help you drop this one right at the pin. Let's have a look at the drive. We're going to use our quarterback and a kingmaker. Half a bar of topspin, 3 bars side spin to the left. Add spin first, then find your position. White ring touching the rough on the right at just before plus 1. I look to try and push the rings, but the tree is in the way. I try and pull the rings normally, but the tree on the other side is in the way. So going to have to do a zoom out, helicopter style adjustment here. Thankfully though, it's a one-on-one. So 8.4 wind, we are going to adjust 8.4 rings. Try and be as accurate as you can. I find that adjusting to the outer white ring, the furthest part away, is a little bit more accurate. It's very tough when you have to zoom out though, so do the best you can. 0.8 ball curl to the left. I find the point there just before the circle drops because I don't use grids at all, never have done. So that's the way I consistently find the right amount of curl without overpowering or underpowering. I suggest you try and do the same. Drive distance here with the curl is going to be 310 to 314 yards. Second shot, we're going to do a fringe check. That is FC on the notepad. May look a little bit daunting, but I'll explain it as we go. So first of all, bullseye over the beginning of the fringe in line with the pin. Look at the plus yardage displayed. It gave me plus 8 with the sniper at level 10. That will be plus 10 with the sniper at level 9. We then add spin, top spin, 4 bars of top spin, 1 left spin, and find our position there with the ball guide 1 green square through the hole. Then we make our adjustment. The amount here is a tweak. It's not what I do in the video, but it is based on the miss what I think will drop. So for a plus 8 fringe check, we're going 32% slider, minus 10% elevation. That is not what is shown in the video, but that is the tweak based on the miss here. So for +8, 32% slider, -10, and you're going 2 or 3% per yard, alternating because the actual value is 2.5% for every yard difference. Look at this one, a 180 and out, sadly, but the tweak should drop beautifully at the hole for an albatross on this par 5. Hole number 4, going to show you a bounce up shot here. There is a rough bump worth investigating as well, but in the interests of time, just the one option for you to tweak here. Complete minimum distance with a power 3 ball with the quarterback, red ring touching the bunker, 6 backspin and 1.5 left spin, but you may want to tweak the amount of left spin because we missed this one ever so slightly. There you see the ball guide, it is missing intentionally to the left. The adjustment here, I would suggest you go min +0, power 4. That is the same adjustment that I make in the video, but either we want to compensate with a couple of clicks of curl or you go with a couple of clicks more left spin. The choice is yours here. Have a look at the wind angle that you're dealing with as well, but this is a very, very close attempt and definitely something that is tweakable. Of course, if you want to pursue the rough bump, like I said, that is a viable option as well. Perfect ball. Speed is a little on the short side, so could reduce the backspin slightly maybe as well. Couple of clicks more left spin, maybe a little bit more on the adjustment. You've got a couple of options there and something definitely worth investigating on hole 4. Hole number 5, I decided to go aggressive. If you don't have the clubs or the ball for this one, then I would suggest you lay up with the quarterback, bounce over, similar to what we did for the qualifying round, and then approach with the guardian with the backspin to get yourself on the green. So just going to suggest that for those that don't want to do this aggressive option, but it's the final round and I wanted to give you a fun suggestion for those that want to. Apox 6 and above, Bryson ball. Max top spin, 3 top spin boost, 1 left spin. Bullseye directly over the rough at the top of +24. The adjustment is max +10. Important to get the pull angle correct here. If you have any hint of 1159, then you may land directly in the rough. So play this one with due caution. You play at your own risk with these aggressive options, but if it goes well, you've got a great chance for an eagle. So max +10, power 5. Wind strength is good here, 11.9. Lower winds, you may not get a great rollout, so test it with a token or two if you want to. Playing with plenty of curl here, about 1.5 balls. Look at the gap between the ball trail and the triangle to replicate there in left curl. It is a slower needle, full overpower. We bounce just before the rough and we get a great rollout here. Drive distance of 440 yards. Like I said, it is not without risk though, so please play with the understanding of the risks involved. Look at your wind strength and your wind angle as well. But if all goes well, you've got a brilliant wedge shot here. We are going to be beyond 100% with the Endbringer School, so make sure you preset your wind apps to go above 100% on the slider. Thankfully though, it is pretty much a straight tailwind wedge. Here, I estimate this to be 110% on the slider. If you need more information on the Endbringer School, check out my Quick Fire Academy tutorial on that subject. It is on the channel homepage. So 110% slider, 20% elevation, power 5, no spin. Making our adjustment here. There is, I think, a little bit of room for error on the adjustment because, like I said, it's pretty much straight tailwind. Look at that arrow, it's almost vertical. So I think you've got a small margin of error here. But perfect ball, drops beautifully for the eagle, so a nice aggressive option if you want to go for it. Another repeat wind angle here. I'm going to show you the aggressive route. It is with a luminary. If you don't want to go with that, again, there's the safe eagle on the left, similar to what I suggested in the qualifying round. But it's the final round. If you've got the desire and the equipment for it, it's worth a go. Like I said, we've had this wind angle before as well. So it is APOC 5 plus, 2.8 backspin, 2 left spin. Setting up at the top of +27. And here with APOC 5 and 6, 80% of the clear ring overlapping the rough. It's actually at the top of plus 26, apologies for that, plus 26 yards. Other levels of APOC will have different ring references, so make sure you compensate. Look at the second bounce though, if you need to double check your placement. Got to push the rings here because the trees are once again in the way. It is max plus 10, power 5, so make sure you push as accurately as you can. Max plus 10, power 5. If you adjust into overpower, make sure to compensate because you don't want to come in short. We are just okay though with this wind angle. Half a ball of curl to the left. Important to hit perfect here. We are close to the tree. All of my testing has been fine. Same when we had this wind angle before though, but we do want to hit perfect. Backspin grabs very nicely, approaches the last part of the fairway, 337 yards. Second shot, this is a tested adjustment from previously, has been dropping nicely for me. Sadly, in the shot replay here, I wasn't very accurate on the pull, but I've got a feeling this is a very good chance from previous experience. 4 top spin, 1 right spin. Add spin, have the inner ring touching the rough line ball guide through the hole. We are then going to look at the plus yardage displayed. Plus 10 is going to equal 60% slider. We are playing with 0 elevation, power 4 numbers. Favour 1201 if anything here because we drop down significantly into the bunker. You can see there I had a really bad pull. It's not accurate at all, so apologies for that, but I'm confident you're going to make a lovely accurate pull angle adjustment here and drop this one for the albatross. Baby underpower, just have the ball touching the bottom teeth, not very much at all, but enough to just help compensate for losing distance. We just miss on the right there, but like I said, it wasn't a great pull angle from my part there, so apologies for that, but the adjustments on screen should get you in for the albatross. Final par 3 now, and this is a tough one. The adjustment on screen is a tweak based on the miss in the video. We are close though. 2 backspin, 2 right spin. Add your spin first, and then we're going to find our landing position. Look at the top of the white ring. There's a small gap between that and where the fringe meets the green. The ball guide is just going to miss right of pin, but I want you just to cheat this over a little bit further to the right, just a couple of clicks, and you'll see why in a moment. Mid plus 20 is the adjustment, mid plus 20. Sadly, I under adjusted this by 0.1. Under adjusted it by 0.1. That is a mistake, but you'll see we are going to miss here ever so slightly. So a couple of suggestions to get this one to drop. This is a very difficult par 3 though, to be honest. You've got a big second bounce to deal with. Just missing this on the left, so I think that extra 0.1 plus 1 click to the right with your landing position, that is going to be right at pin in that particular wind angle. So something to work with there, but it is a very tough par 3. Right, we've got an eagle here on hole number 8. It's going to be a berserker shot. We've got to go aggressive with this tailwind, haven't we? So, setting up at plus 24 with APOC level 5 plus would be at max with the APOC level 4. We're going with 5.8 topspin only. And look at the second bounce or the aim. It's half of the clear ring inside the rough with APOC level 5 and 6. Different ring references for different levels. So if you've got Rings Bible, just check the different ring references there. Max plus 10, then because we're just down the hill slightly, I'm going to push up 4 yards on this one. So plus 2, we're going to push up to plus 6. Then we're going with full overpower. It is a nice slow needle. Look, it's like being back in rookie with APOC 5 and above. It may be slightly less slow with APOC 4, but still a very good chance of hitting perfect. Great right does risk the rough here because the ball tracks very close to the rough, but the slope takes us down away from it nicely. So please be advised, if you're a great right hitter, you may want to compensate. Drive distance, 432 yards, which is going to be absolutely fine. If you've got a couple of clicks more topspin, you could put that on with APOC 6 and above. You could go with 6, maybe 6.1, just to make sure you're within plus yardage on the second shot. Max is just at plus 11 here with a power 5 ball. And we're going to use a landing position plus yards. True club distance, TC on the notepad. 1 bar of backspin Add your spin, aim at the pin and look at the tip of the ball guide. I'm going to zoom in right now. It is 1 green square away from the cup. 1 green square away from the cup. So +9 is 2 yards away from max. I'm deducting 2% slider per yard. So that means we're going to adjust this one 96% slider, 20% elevation. 96% slider, 20% elevation. Power 5 numbers because we are using a berserker. Making our adjustment and we are going to hit perfect. And this one will drop beautifully for an eagle. So very good opportunity there. As always, pay attention to your wind strength and your wind angle low, but a really good chance here on this par 4. Finally, on to hole number 9. Really wanted to drop this one, but in the interests of time, I've given you a tweak based on a close miss. So on the drive, setting up with a quarterback at max distance with a power 3 ball, bullseye in the middle of the fairway. Then we switch to APOC level 4 and above. 5.8 topspin, no side spin here. The top spin will do the trick beautifully. Then we adjust max +10, power 3, even though we're not at max distance of club. The adjustment works nicely. So for my level of APOC here, 8.4 wind, it's going to be 6.6 rings. No push-up required. You should be fine as is here. We're going to go full overpower, but it is going to be a slower needle. No curl. Just concentrate on getting a perfect ball away, which we do. Bounce first will be nicely on the fairway. Second bounce will be nicely in the rough, and the top spin will propel the ball out. And around the edge of the shadows here, going to be absolutely fine. 367 yards. You can use drive distance, or you can use a fringe check here, which is what I'm going to show you in the video. Going to play with the Grizzly. Fringe check of +2. If you're out of plus yardage, then that's where I would have your drive distance handy as well. We're going to go with 4 top spin only. Setting up here with the red ring. It's going to be the top of the red ring around the rough line. And the ball guide there is just to the pin. Then we make our adjustment. This is based on the miss in the video. +2 fringe check where it meets the fairway. I would suggest you go 58% on the slider. And this is for Grizzly 9, of course. +2 would equal +5 with the Grizzly 7 or 8. So make sure you compensate with your different plus yardage because you've got different distance on your club. So 58% slider with a Grizzly 9 +2 should be dropping very nicely. The speed is good, but it is just misadjusted there. So the tweak on the notepad and in the commentary should get you in to finish with an albatross. Good luck, everybody. Thank you very much for watching this Lakeside 9 Hole Cup video here on the channel. Don't forget to join us on Facebook. We have over 10,000 members there of all skill levels, helping people out, answering questions, sharing shots, posting free content and free guides as well. What more could you want? You can get involved or just sit back and enjoy reading the content that's posted there. It is totally free to join. So come on over there, say hello to me over on Facebook. Just search for BK Golf Clash and join our group. Thanks again for watching and good luck in the Lakeside 9 Hole Cup. Take care. Bye for now.